Everyone, welcome to another brand new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kenny Diggs, here on this Thursday, November 15th, 2018. Man, we're close to Thanksgiving. It'll be like next week or two. No, November 15th. I mean November 8th. Sorry about the calculations. November 8th. I'm rushing to judgment already. But we're here. We're glad you're here to join us. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Take right here on Connect TV. Glad you're here. Let's get to the big story. The big story this week is the Queen of Talk, Oprah Winfrey, goes to Georgia and stumps for gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams in her quest, in her bid to become the nation's first black female governor in history. Well, let's take a look how this all came about with this.
For all those who paved the way that we might have the right to vote. And for anybody here who has an ancestor who didn't have the right to vote, and I want to make it very clear to all the press, everybody, I'm not here because I'm making some grandstand because I'm thinking about running myself. I don't want to run, okay? I'm not trying to test any waters. Don't want to go in those waters. I'm here today because of Stacey Abrams.
Winfrey lending her help and support to get the vote out for Stacey Abrams, the importance of voting. Why people of color should go out and vote. Why women should go out and vote. Why the LGBT sisters should go out there and vote too. You know, just to say many people have fought and died for a chance to vote. And Oprah said, don't squash this opportunity because this opportunity is so precious. Voting is a right and a privilege. So Oprah, trying to get that, trying to tell folks, go out there and tell other folks. Go on and tell your mom, tell your family, tell your friends, tell everybody. So I admire Oprah for that. And that didn't stop there. As Vice President Mike Pence stumped in Georgia for Abrams' opponent, who is go to for the Republican side and gubernatorial candidate. And also, did I mention he's the Georgia Secretary of State? So he's the referee and the player. Well, Brian Kemp, I'm insane. Well, the vice president has some choice words for the lady. Oh, watch this.
Like I heard Oprah's in town today. I heard Will Ferrell was going door to door the other day. Well, I'd like to remind Stacey and Oprah and Will Ferrell, I'm kind of a big deal too.
Can you believe Mike Pence insulting Oprah about and Stacey Abrams? Stacey Abrams ain't gonna have a chance to win because Oprah ain't gonna help her. Will Ferrell ain't gonna help her. Nobody's gonna help her. Well, that's kind of an insult, Mr. Vice President, but hey, for you to say those little, nonsensical remarks, you thinking that's not going to change. But, it's coming up from Tuesday's election. This is still too close to call because Kemp's at 50% and Abrams at 49%. So it's likely going to be a runoff. So they're going to redo it again. Let's see this time if he can recuse himself this time. But at technicality, he ain't gonna do so. So you know how they go. I'm here to win. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna win. I'm not going nowhere. For real. That's how he sounds. It sounds like a country twang song or something. Alright. In other news, midterm matters is not going in Georgia, but President Trump wanted to get people out to vote for his candidates. Hey, watch this.
Yesterday's visit to Pittsburgh was about coming together as a nation to comfort and to heal. After this day of unity and togetherness,
not only Trump trying to help get that fear out there, but President Obama shed light on the situation with a little bit of hope for his supporters that vote for Democrats. Watch this.
The stakes really are that high. The consequences of any of us staying home really are more dangerous. Because America's at a crossroads. Maybe most.
Regardless or not, hope, fear, it don't matter. It's a winning strategy, because look at it now. The fear that President Trump, the fear-monger, worked in his favor, and the hope worked in Obama's favor. So hope and fear can go hand in hand. It's like a two-way street. So hey, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. You can just, win with that and that fair. Ask Ron DeSantis. He just won the Florida governor race. That was a perfect example. He won the Florida governor's race with Trump backing, and Obama was trying to back Gillum, and everybody thought Gillum was going to win, and didn't turn in the veil. All right, in celebrity news, 90s girl group, the Spice Girls, are making a comeback and returning to touring again, but they are going to tour in different places starting this summer with Spice Girls without Victoria Beckham.
Stop right now. The Spice Girls are heading on tour.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Emma Bunton, aka Baby Spice, blushed about it on her radio show. It will be the first tour with the girl group in a decade.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
While there are 5 original members of the Spice Girls, only 4 will be part of the new tour. Victoria Beckham, aka Posh Spice, is sitting this one out. She wrote on Instagram, "The Spice Girls was a hugely important part of my life, and I wish them so much love and fun as they go back on tour next year."
Girls still the Spice Girls. You got 4 and 5, of the Spice Girls. One just got bigger than Spice Girls. Think she's bigger than the Spice Girls. So hey, you never know. Victoria Beckham may not want to do dance no more. She was always that posh. She just didn't want to dance. Well, we wish them luck, the Spice Girls and stuff. Alright, on the Wendy Williams show, Wendy Williams gave news about former housewife Kenya Moore expecting her first child. And you won't believe how. Watch this.
Still doing stuff, but watching, having it on different TVs and stuff. Kenya stole the show by not even, no. She's 47. She stole the show over the internet because while the show was actually on, she was giving birth. Good for you. So her new baby's name is Brooklyn, after the borough that they met here in New York. Doris is her mother, or grandmother, and then Daly is her husband, fiance, person's name. The baby's 5 pounds and 12 ounces. She had an emergency C-section. She had preeclampsia and showed her feet. Oof. Yeah, rough. Yeah. That's what my feet look like when I did Dancing with the Stars. No lie. So anyway, on the show last night, we got a chance to meet 2 new boyfriends. Good luck to you, by the way, Kenya.
Wow. Kenya Moore is a mother for the first time. And at 4 years old, it was kind of like a high-risk pregnancy. So Kenya Moore took a chance. Also pregnant, did you know Portia Williams? We didn't shed light about that, but she's pregnant as well, and that's going to be explained on the show. So a lot of housewives dipping into the pond, the baby pond, to get babies and stuff. Especially those two. Those 2 used to stay bickering at each other. It was so funny. That way, kind of turn everybody on to that TV. Well, actor Alec Baldwin is arrested for punching a man in the face and released from jail. Watch this.
Actor Alec Baldwin in trouble with the law. Police say he punched a man who took a parking space being held for Baldwin. The space right outside his apartment building in New York's Greenwich Village. This TMZ video showing the moments right after, when police took Baldwin away. He's now charged with assault and harassment. The temperamental star, no stranger to scuffles. He's been seen in the past in heated confrontations with photographers right outside his home. Baldwin's portrayal of the president on Saturday Night Live has made headlines and often led to verbal jabs with Trump.
I'd find little rocket man, ping pong pang, ping ping boom.
Wow, the press had a field day after they found out Al Baldwin had punched a man in the face with his legal troubles. They had to shed light with President Trump as who Baldwin likes to mock and make fun of on Saturday Night Live. Here's President Trump's take on it.
Who was arrested?
Alec Baldwin. He punched somebody out during a parking dispute.
I wish him luck.
See that Donald Trump saying, wish him luck. He wanted to get nasty. He wanted to say something real nasty. He just wanted to, throw it back, rub it in his face as much as he can. But he was like, I'm gonna go the soft route because I'm not finna stoop that low. Well, you already stoop low on Twitter, so what's even better? Oh my God. Okay, and finally in celebrity news, Pete Davidson is in hot water for saying remarks about a veteran. Take a look.
The National Republican Congressional Committee is demanding an apology from comedian Pete Davidson and NBC over a joke on Saturday Night Live. They're accused of mocking Dan Crenshaw, a candidate who wears an eye patch after losing his eye serving in the Navy SEALs.
This guy's kind of cool, Dan Crenshaw.
Oh, come on, man.
Yo, hold on. You may be surprised to hear he's a congressional candidate from Texas and not a hitman in a porno movie. I'm sorry, I know he lost his eye in war or whatever.
So Crenshaw took to Twitter saying, "Good rule in life, I try hard not to offend. I try harder not to be offended. That being said, I hope NBC, SNL recognizes that vets don't deserve to see their wounds used as punchlines for bad jokes." NBC and Saturday Night Live have declined to comment.
That didn't even stop there, as Davidson's castmate on SNL, Kenan Thompson, had to say this.
I do want to ask you, though, but over the weekend, as you know, your castmate, Pete Davidson, he's caught a fair amount of flack for the comment that he made.
You're kidding. What happened?
Yeah, I think you probably heard.
I'm not aware.
He's running for Congress down in Texas, and he lost an eye in Afghanistan, one of 3 tours. And
Pete did?
No. Pete did. No. Pete was joking about Dan Crenshaw. He's caught a lot of flack.
No,
did the joke cross the line?
It seems it. Yeah, it definitely seems it. I mean, my father's a veteran, Vietnam, and I personally would never necessarily go there, but it's tough when you're fishing for jokes. Like, that's how stand-ups feel. Like, there's no real filters out there in the world when they're trying to go for a great joke or whatever. And, we try to respect that. But at the same time, when you miss the mark, you're offending people. So you have to kind of, really be a little more aware, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And
he missed
that's all I can say on that. Yeah, he definitely missed the mark. And I think he was more so commenting on the fact that the joke maybe didn't land as hard as he wanted to, as opposed to being like, I don't care about veterans. You know what I mean? I think Pete's a very, humble dude, and he's got a big heart. I don't think he goes out to offend people. You know what I mean? But, stand-ups are very they're the ones that help us laugh through the most awful things in the first place. So they're always fishing in weird places. That's true. That was an unfortunate outcome.
Yep. All right. It's a good movie, by the way.
Thank you. Back to the Grinch? Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Pete Davidson had a rough year just far. He was engaged to Ariana Grande. Now he's not engaged to her. Now he made this insensitive joke about this one-eyed veteran that was totally uncalled for, and he's losing viewership as well. He's staying himself relevant. Maybe Ariana Grande was right with this tweet right here. He's trying to stay relevant. He's a person who don't like to be relevant. He is trying to stay relevant. Hey, don't let fame bet you in your ass, but you can't speak cash. Telling you now. All right, let's move over to talk shows. On talk shows this week, media mogul Tyler Perry visited The View, and he talked about his new movie, Ain't Nobody's Fool, with Whoopi Goldberg as the co-star of the film. But Perry wanted to see if Whoopi was interested in bringing back a classic that Whoopi starred in. Watch this.
So what are you writing for her next?
Oh, we're talking about a few things. I think there should be a sister act. I think there should be a sister act. Tiffany Haddish and Whoopi Goldberg and Sister Act 3.
That would be great.
That should happen.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Selfishly, you can't take her away from us for too long.
Yeah.
Because
I shoot movies really fast.
That's
She'll be
what
back.
we
She'll be
said.
back. She'll be
You
back.
said you shoot them fast. You have your own production studio.
10 days.
Come
10
days.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Amazing.
Whoopi Goldberg said, if the checks are here, then I'm there. Hey, Tyler Perry making moves, making money moves. He can't blame him when he's already, up there with, Oprah and stuff with his own film studio. Hey, he hired this man back to do a show. So, hey, anything's possible in this world. I'm telling you. Also, on talk shows, on The View, again, journalist Geraldo Rivera made an appearance and brought up President Trump's plan to counteract the caravan. Here's Geraldo's take on it.
So we were talking about earlier, even in the commercial break, President is talking about banning birthright citizenship. He's even threatening to send 1,500 troops to the border.
15,000?
15,000. Thank you for correcting me. Do you agree with the President on this?
I do not. I generally speaking, I try to be supportive of the president. He is my friend. He is our only president. We only get one at a time. But I think in this whole immigration issue, Megan, that he's playing almost to a mob mentality. I think egregiously hyping the danger posed by the so-called caravan. In my reading of the 14th Amendment, and I've studied...
Geraldo Rivero's trying to, stay... He knows he's already a flip-flop. Stay with Fox News because he knows Fox News is watching. He naturally has an audience that's going to keep him relevant because that rhetoric Fox News saying, and if Trump's thinking that rhetoric, Fox News has to be thinking that rhetoric. So Raul Rivera trying to keep it calm, keep it easy to just like, I'm going to stick with Fox. Conservative is just this. But Raul, you're hey, it don't matter now. You're a minority too, but hey, the beard and stuff, you wouldn't even know it. A Mexican, so hey, you already feel for your fellow people. All right, maybe Geraldo Rivera and I made all this money. I don't care about my fellow people no more. You probably don't. All right, don't go nowhere. The tape will return after this. Welcome back to The Tech. I'm your host as always, Kenny Dix. Join in that conversation right here using the hashtag Take here on Connect TV. You don't want to miss a thing. All right, let's get started. Let's get with the political rundown. Political rundown this week. All right, many folks know this Tuesday was an important election year. It was midterm madness. We're still continuing that midterm madness from the big story. Well, in Alabama. Well, we know that Kay Ivey won. Well, this little on WIA-TV. Hey, you won't believe that. I was a former intern for WIA-TV. You won't believe that. Well, on WIA-TV, they brought a political expert, Steve Flowers, to analyze the election from pillar to post. And you won't believe how Steve Flowers said it. Take a look.
All right, thank you. And of course, we want to get some final thoughts now from our political analysts.
Well, no surprises tonight. I told y'all about 6 months ago this race was over. It never really was a race. Our Democrats really not a relevant candidate in Alabama in a statewide race.
Mm-hmm.
This is proven tonight. The best they can do is 40%. They used to be 37, so it's a little better. Sigmund and Vance will get about 40 tonight. But Kay Ivey didn't have to campaign. She knew she didn't have to campaign. Walt Maddox could have stayed home and gotten the same 40%. Will Boyd got 40% by staying home. Malam got 40% staying home. Mickey Mouse would have gotten 40%. Donald Duck would have won the governor's race as a Republican. It's just that simple in Alabama. We're a Republican state. You win the Republican primary, you're governor.
He knew all along, hey, Alabama is a conservative state. No matter what you try to turn the state blue, And he's trying to say Alabama gonna stay red, which is a given. Yeah, it's gonna stay red regardless. And I don't get why he said Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. If Mickey Mouse was 40% as a Democrat and Donald Duck was 60% as a Republican, what does Disney characters got to do with this damn election? Really? And then you kind of said that it's going to be that way for a long time. Well, if we got to make you a reminder that last year, what's his name, won the election. He was a Democrat. Doug Jones. He won over Roy Moore because of that controversy Roy Moore was in. So anything can happen at any given time in Alabama. You just don't know it. Mr. Steve Flowers, you political expert, talking about Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck with the 40% and the 60%. It don't matter. Don't matter. All right. Man, that's just crazy. But hey, it is what it is. All right, on news this week, a teacher and a student fight over a racial slur and things get out of hand. Watch this.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk back.
Watch the tense moments just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur.
Bro, say it too, bro. We're right here, bro. Everybody's watching. What's up?
Hurling a basketball at the teacher. According to students, the confrontation sparked by an alleged dress code violation.
You ain't telling me.
After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps.
I'm telling you, right?
Pulling the student to the floor, pummeling it with repeated blows to the head. Riley arrested, the student sent to the hospital. The community of Maywood, California now split on who's to blame.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the student. I was scared for the kid and probably for the teacher too.
While some parents also voicing their concerns.
I know kids.
Man, could you see that teacher going ham on him? That teacher literally like, screw you, man, I'm finna go in on you. That teacher was like, had pent up frustration because he's been teaching these kids and these kids don't want to listen. These kids want to do what they want to do and go rogue on. And he said, I'm gonna go rogue on y'all and just beat some education out, beat some sense out you. Man, all right. Yeah, I wonder about that teacher. If you do that ever again with somebody else who's bigger than him, he probably would. All right, on the reality show clip down. All right, on the season 11 premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene and Portia left last season on a good note, and that's good note. They came back as friends again, and worked on their friendship, and they glued it back together. But now they want to catch up and go to Miami for what? I don't know. You won't believe. Take a look.
Okay, I gotta find me something to wear for this whole weekend.
Are these the Miami clothes?
Yes. I got to find Portia some outfits to put on. Come on, child. Portia and I are in a great place, considering everything that we've gone through.
Nene and Portia doing the thing, and mentioned earlier that Portia's pregnant. You know, Nene's gonna be all over that baby shower and gonna splurge Portia with everything. And wonder if she'll do that with Kenny. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, Nene and Portia on the same level, but let's hope for now. Let's hope nothing goes out of hand anytime soon. And finally, the viral video of the week. On the viral video of the week, man, a Birmingham police officer lends a helping hand and fix a basketball court hoop for neighborhood kids. Watch this.
It's car number 33, West End of 23rd Street. All officers aren't bad.
Go home after you leave here.
That's incredible. Can you see this one more time right there? You can see that police officer taking his time just to help those neighborhood kids, just to, you know, hey, it kind of short, but he wants to help put in the work and put in the payment. And that's an honorable thing to do, because most police officers, you know, some of them do help, some of them don't. You know, that's the line of duty they are. But, you know, it's some that would, you know, go out there above and beyond to make sure somebody's day is good and special. So I commend that police officer in Birmingham. All right, that does it for the take this week. I have been your host, Kendrick Diggs. Glad you can join us. We'll see you next time here on the take. This is Ken Diggs for your take preview. On take preview this week, man, Stacey Abrams gets big help from who but the Queen of Talk, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey campaigning and stumping for Stacey Abrams for her bid to be the nation's first female black governor in history. Plus, actor Baldwin, you know, the man who makes President Trump on SNL. Well, he got arrested this past week for punching the dude in the face. And we'll get the president's take on that. Either the president might feel amused about that. And finally, the viral video of the week. A Birmingham police officer helps neighborhood kids by doing a random act of kindness. You won't believe how. When an all new take comes your way tomorrow here on Connect TV.